MP in the house.
Good to see you, MP.
It's going in!
Good, MP. It's your night tonight. Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony. And Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Booker out there with Thunder. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Wade. And it's Smith in at the 4th.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Stars, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
They've got Martin. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Livingston. And it's Izzo in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Here's Thunder with the drive. Doncic looking it over. Misses the 3. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
There's a screen. Izzo. No good on the triple.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Here's Thunder. Good on the triple. Thunder's got 5 now.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Jacks up a 3, and Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep. Halliburton's got his second basket of the night.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
They get the rebound over to the left wing. Here's Thunder. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown, appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
The East leading by 6. Halliburton with it, and the rejection by Holmgren. Doncic outside, floats it up for Holmgren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Doncic, so multifaceted, a stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Pass to Livingston. And another miss by the East.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the East All-Stars.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another thing that stood out to me tonight is their early success at the free throw line. I mean, they've been able to draw contact and then convert at the line.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Edwards comes in for Martin. Young is subbed in for Halliburton. Young's shot is good.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Thunder. Rebounded by Livingston. Livingston's got his 6th rebound on the night, and the foul called on Thunder. And that'll be it. And so it's the East All-Stars holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We've got more in store for you right after this. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Smith is out there with Wade. Oh, wow! Booker with the big jam!
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's Young on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 6.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Stockton. Over Booker. A shot by Stockton, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the team.
The West All-Stars haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. That free throw good from Thunder. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so Stockton will bring it up for the East. And here's Young. They've got Wright. Trae Young is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Martin. And it's Edwards in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Young inside. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. Four on the clock, and Edwards launches it from deep.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there.
Throws down the sledgehammer!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
Good ball movement here by the East. Over in the corner, Edwards. Young outside. Fires the three. Sinks the triple.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Back to Holmgren. Pass to Cardinal. Here's the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Martin. Edwards with it. Defended by Holmgren. Martin the screen. Edwards kicks to Young. Again, Young missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to fall.
And Ball slams it in.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
Young outside. Again, Young missing.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
The East leading by 7. To the middle. Holmgren with the steal. And it's Ball in the corner. Shot from the wing. Drained for 2 points.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice smooth shot that time.
Young pass to right. Fires for 3. Young's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Then for the West All-Stars, Jokic, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Wembanyama comes in for Cardinal. And Doncic is subbed in for Ball. Edwards finds Young. Out to the right wing. Mobley. And another miss by the East.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Doncic passes to Thunder. Here's Jokic from 18 feet away. Mobley with the block.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
The shot's good from Halliburton. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
It's Young on the wing. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the East All-Stars. And stolen by Wright. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Young. Young is double. 5 on the clock. A wide open look here for Wright. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Here's Thunder. And he finishes nicely on the way.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Young outside. Fires from the wing. And good. as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Mobley comes with the double team. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Again, the West All-Star.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Young is double. Fires from 18. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Thunder passes to Wembanyama. Here's Thunder, defended by Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And some changes here for the East. Livingston comes in for Wright, and Stockton subbed in for Halliburton. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Smith comes in for Jokic, and it's Wade in for Luka Doncic.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Out to Smith. Pass to Thunder.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Second team foul.
Wade at the elbow. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. The West again cannot hit. To the inside, it's stolen by Smith. And here comes Smith, leading the fast break. Pass to Thunder. Now Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Young for 3. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 6 assists here tonight.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the East. To the paint. Here's Livingston. Misses the layup.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roof.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Stockton passes to Livingston. Stockton with it. Young, right side. Pass to Livingston. Edwards dishes to Young. And another miss by the East. And here's the West with the ball. A 2-point game. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the East. Knocks it loose. Thunder passes to Wembanyama. Inside to tie it up. Booker going to work inside.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Here's Young. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Thunder. Edwards defending. And the basket by Thunder.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning.
Edwards kicks to Mobley. Edwards passes to Young. They can't stop the run with that one. Down low, here's Thunder. Oh, wow! And he jams it with authority.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Livingston, the pass to Young. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Thunder. Tries again.
Nice job by Smith, getting the ball inside and then putting pressure on the defense.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now. Or never.
Now, here is Young. T right on him. Livingston. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thunder passes to Wembanyama.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And the West All-Stars have possession. 3-point lead. And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And the East All-Stars call time here. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Stockton kicks to Mobley. Out to Edwards. Young outside. 3-pointer on the way. Can't connect. So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
MP on his way to being the greatest shooter of all time.